Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Claw Feraligatr, kind of more highlighting it in this video here. We're going to be pairing it up with Giratina as well as Shadow Mawile here, and this team proved to be pretty good for me. So let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. And they do swap into a Clod, so we're going to go ahead and bring in that Feraligatr right now and go for the Hydro Cannon. So I did have this in my inventory. It did have Hydro Cannon already. I evolved a Shadow that did have TM or Frustration TM'd away. So I just had this thing just hanging out. It was like about 580 combat power, so I powered it up. I do have another Shadow in the Great League with, I forgot the IVs. I think it's actually pretty good, but I've only got these two here. All right, so bringing in the Mawile, and you know, Shadow Mawile, always putting in that work here. And when it comes down to Giratina, I mean, you need to find one. Okay, you need to. All right, straight up. If you like Great League, I'm personally not a fan of Great League, but it's what it is right now, and I'm not doing stupid Electric Cup. But you need to find somebody who caught their Giratina with that low combat and trade them so you can get into the Great League. It is an absolute must. Too good to be true. I call it bully because it literally bullies everything. All right, so we do have this Umbreon here, which could be a problem for the Giratina. Oh, we're in a little bit of a jam. Double swap. Okay, sure. Yeah, it's not a bot, but sometimes when these swaps happen like that, it's just like, man, what a coincidence. What a coincidence. So we're going to get to our ominous win here and take the win up against an Umbreon with our Giratina. Let's get it. Leading with Giratina the entire time, met with Charger Bug. This is a great lead here. So we're going to go ahead and hang tight. Obviously, the Feraligatr doesn't want to go up against an electric type here. Mawile would love to go up against that and absolutely eliminate it with its Fire Fang. They swap into their Gligar. I bring in the Feraligatr, and they don't want any of that. They back out. We take that win. We keep it moving here. What are we going to see next? Show us a good lead here with that Giratina, folks. I am having a blast with this team. I don't typically enjoy Great League too much, but Giratina makes it so much better. And then with this Feraligatr, and then Mawile on the side. Oh boy. All right, so we're getting a shield out of them with our ominous win, and an this is yeah. But we shield that up because it could have been a Hurricane. Obviously, would take us out here. They let it go. And we are not going to be shielding this up. There's really no point to using all of our shields here. We're going to go ahead and bring in Mawile and try to Fire Fang them down. Beautiful. Starting to build up that energy and getting rid of their water type. They're bringing in a Raikou here. Okay. Best buddied up as well. What is going on here? This Raikou in the Great League best buddy. All right, going for a Wild Charge, retreating into Ninetales, which is going to absolutely get destroyed by the Mawile here. Since we do have Feraligatr in the back, that's going to be taking a lot of damage from Electric. We're going to have to go ahead and swap here and hope they go for the charge. Well, not hope. They needed to go for Wild Charge, otherwise they're done for. They lower their defense. We bring in Mawile. One Fire Fang takes them out, and we take that win. That's how we pull that one off. Let's go. If you can give this video a thumbs up, folks, that'd be much appreciated. Next game, we're met with a Medicham. Those are pretty rare nowadays to see here. And this is an absolutely amazing lead, despite if they have Ice Punch or not. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so good. All right, so they're going to be retreating. We're going to go ahead and throw a Shadow Ball here. They didn't catch... Oh, it's Ominous Win? All right, I guess so. I'm not too sure how much damage a Hydro Cannon from Shadow Feraligatr is going to do to Galarian Stunfisk here. But what I am going to do is build up a little bit of extra energy so we have something ready to go for whatever they bring in next. Okay, they're going to be bringing in Medicham. We're just going to go straight for that Hydro Cannon, of course. Now, on your Feraligatrs, you could run... I mean, I would like to run Crunch. I do believe it has Ice Beam too, right? It's really up to preference. I just think Crunch is going to be a little bit better for you here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go Ominous Win and get that last shield out of that Medicham. We're going to go ahead and shield up our Giratina as well. And they do have a Trevenant in the back, so we're going to go ahead and throw that Ominous Win. It's going to do a lot of damage there. Bring in the Mawile, finish them off with the Fire Fang. They back out, and we take that win. All right, this team is doing pretty good. I don't know what I'm going to use today when it comes down to the Charcadet. I did hatch one. Literally was a 10, 10, 11. What a silly joke. Out of my first batch. And apparently, from what I'm seeing on social media, it looks like what we were talking about. It's not going to be too difficult to get this thing. We're not going to be seeing a whole Larvesta deal happening again here with the Charcadet. So yeah, make sure you get out there and get them. You probably want a couple of those so you can get both of the forms there. Not particularly good for anything. They have got good attack, but there's something that's going to be better to outpace it as far as collecting the candies needed for this. Straight through eggs. Good luck. You know, it's not great. Let's just leave it at that. It's not that good. Could put in some work, but it's just got what? Incinerate? Okay. It's not a bad move, but anyways, enough about those things. We have this Wigglytuff out here up against our Mawile. This is always a good matchup, but we're still not in a comfortable position here because we literally have no more shields left. And then we do have the Giratina in the back that is about half health. And then we do have this tanky normal type Wiggly freaking Tough with Charm, which is going to be doing so much damage to us. So we're in a really bad position here. We're going to get off this Shadow Ball immediately and see if we can get to this ominous win, and we actually do. And this is going to be enough to take the win here. We were in a bad position, but we were able to pull it off. Thank you, Giratina and team. I mean, really enjoying this stuff here. All right, so we're met with a Mantane. Okay, so we do need to look out for Ice Beam here. But if I do recall this correctly, they hit me with an Aerial Ace. So that could mean that they have Aerial Ace and potentially Bubble Beam. So that's all right. It is what it is. They're bringing in Annihilate here. We're going to let this go. Ice Punch, Night Slash is going to do a lot, but still not going to be enough to take us out here while the counter is resisted. So we're going to go ahead and just let that go. Throw an Ominous Wind, get a shield out of them here. And I think we might just let this go. Yeah, we're going to farm them down with Feraligatr, Shadow Claw. Star of the show. Let's go. Can we do it? No, they get to the damn charge move, which is actually going to have me to use my last shield, unfortunately. So now we're shieldless. All right. Now this is not looking good whatsoever because we do have a Mawile in the back, which does not like to see Whiscash at any time. Unless it did have Play Rough, but it takes a minute to get there with Fire Fang, which is also resisted. So we're just going to have to use our Shadow Mawile as a bit of a third shield right now. And they do go for Scold, which is great. This is good. We're going to be able to survive here and kind of force them to throw their charge move with their Mantane. And then they're going to be able to KO after one more quick move. But it's pretty much a wrap because we have Hydro Cannon. And that's going to be enough to take them out here. So it wasn't looking good. But they did kind of help me out towards the end there with the way they maneuvered around that situation. Next game, met with a Galarian Stunfisk here. And this is fine. We'll stay right where we're at. No problem at all. We can take that Earthquake. And Shadow Ball is going to be doing a good amount of damage as well. And they're letting it go. Sounds great to me. More than likely, this is going to be an... Oh, I think they go double Rock Slide here. Yeah, that's... All right, now I remember. They're trying to get a shield, so we're not going to shield that up. We'll let this go as well. And then we'll outpace them to the Ominous Win here. If they want to shield this up, good for them. And I think I'm actually going to shield up again, too, just to win the matchup. Because they're not going to be able to take me out with quick moves here. If they want to lock themselves by swapping right here, they can. So we Shadow Claw them down, and we win that matchup, bringing in Victory Bell, which is great. This is why winning swap is very important a lot of the times. So we do have the alignment that we want. They do swap into their Pelipper. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Star of the Show for Alligator to do its thing here. I go for Hydro Cannon because it's probably going to do just as much as Crunch, and it's costing less energy. All right, they go straight for the Hurricane. We bring in the Mawile here. And we're able to Fire Fang them down because they do have Water Gun, which is going to, not get them to the charge move as quick as typically their other one, their Wing Attack. And we take the win, of course. Okay, moving it on. What are we going to see here? Oh, Shadow Victory Bell coming back stronger for revenge. And they're swapping into Dugong. Kind of threw me off for a second, but then again, it shouldn't have. I should have just systematically went into my Feraligatr. But now we're down on all this energy, so yay, good job to me. So we're going to go ahead and go for Crunch because, well, water's not very effective. In this case, it's actually a pretty tanky Pokemon, so we want to make sure to try to lower that defense with the Crunch or even land it. They go for another Drill Run, not trying to lower my attack, which I found to be perfect. And I do believe they go for the Icy Wind here. We'll let this go. And then we're going to try to farm them down or actually just throw this charge move here. I was getting a little greedy. This is not going to KO. But 1, 2, oh, okay, fantastic. Okay, that's perfect. That's just beautiful. And they do have a Bastodon in the back. Now, Shadow Victory Bell and Bastodon are going to get destroyed by Mawile. So I dare you, no, I triple dog dare you to swap back into that Shadow Victory Bell right now. All right, so we're going to absolutely start putting in the work with that Power Up Punch. We're going to get their last shield here. And I do believe that damn Victory Bell actually gets to a charge move here. So here they go. They caught a power punch. Wow. It doesn't matter at this point. It's a wrap. It is an absolute wrap. They don't get to it. There's no way. They back out and we take the win. I was thinking of another game. All right, let's keep it moving here, folks. If you haven't hit that like button, please do. I really do appreciate it. Met with a Poliwrath. Now we can let this Ice Punch go if they even have it. We'll just chalk it up to they do. We don't need to be worrying about it because, well, it's just not going to do enough. All right, oh, they backed out here. They did not like the fact that they shielded up an Ominous Wind as well as, oh, an Icy Wind. Okay, I got it off before they were able to do that. Plus, they shielded up, which is going to bring me to a nice 5-0 here with the Shadow Feraligatr team really putting in the work here. Not one particular thing. Well, I'm going to have to say Giratina did. Giratina puts in the absolute work, but so can Mawile, and so can Feraligatr too. We have the Bastodon back at it. All right, let's go. This isn't really a horrible matchup, but it's not really great either because, look, I mean, that's a decent amount of damage. That's a decent amount, so we can't really complain here. All right, I let that Stone Edge go. Sounds good. We're going to go for another Shadow Ball here. They can let it go or, take the damage. They take the damage and then swap and lock themselves in here. Now, I should have swapped into Mawile immediately. Cherim doesn't need much time to farm up. Okay, and that son of a gun's got Weather Ball, which is fire. So I'm going to have to try to catch a fire Weather Ball here. And we do. But they get to another charge move. I'm thinking it's like Leaf Blade or some crap like that. But it's freaking another Weather Ball. So now we're down 2 shields while they're up 2. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. So, folks, if we can pull this off, this is going to be nuts. So they swap. Of course they did. Very good catch. Okay, you got me. So this is the one I was thinking of, how they're going to get to the charge move here because they actually have been farming up a little bit. So we go for the power-up punch just to vamp up our Fire Fang here. And Leaf Blade is going to do a decent amount, but it's just not going to be enough, unfortunately, for them. And Mawile takes the victory for us. So let's get it. Next game, what are we going to see here? All right. Annihilate. Let's have a little fun. We know this is not going to be Shadow Ball, so we can let it go. Night Slash, Ice Punch. Ice Punch sounds good to me. So we're going to absolutely throw the Ominous Wind. No need to go Shadow Ball. No, absolutely not. And we get the damn boost. Okay, let's have some fun with Giratina. We're shielding it up double time. You better believe it. Now, fortunately, this freaking person, well, I shouldn't say it that way. This trainer is double shielding their Azumarill, which kind of pissed me off because every time that happens, it's that woulda, coulda, shoulda nonsense where you could have just went for Ominous Winds again and over again. But I'm going Shadow Ball every single time. It seems like this always happens. Not even if I get the damn boost, but we'll just have to deal with it. Getting to the Shadow Ball. And this will KO the Azumarill here. I wonder what they have in the back. It's not like we have all this health or anything, but oh, it's Salazzle. Okay, so unfortunately we are just about getting to the Ominous Wind, but no bueno. So we bring in the Azumarill, the Mawile, to just absorb whatever they throw. Of course, it's a Fire Fang. We bring in the Feraligatr because if they would have doubled up on that Poison Fang, we would have been screwed. So Mawile absorb that. We bring in the Feraligatr, and we'll take the win here. Looking good. Let's keep it going here, folks. I can't wait till the Great League's over with. But at the same time, I'm having a lot of fun with my Giratina Mawile combination team. So I just might like to keep going here for a while. But anyways, we have another Cherim here. Getting some revenge. And we do have to look out for Dazzling Gleam now. Yeah. So they hit me with a Weather Ball. Okay. And they swap into a Bastodon. All right, they did retreat with energy on that Cherim too that we had to keep in mind. So we're going to go ahead and swap into the Feraligatr here, seeing that we're going to be able to get to the Hydro Cannon, which is super effective, to the Bastodon's Rock type. Not enough to KO, and they get to their charge move. We should barely survive, which is going to give that Cherim just enough time to farm me down and have a lot more energy ready to go. And now we're absolutely screwed. And of course, when I let it go, it's Dazzling Gleam, baby. Hey, you already know. Now we have to look out for Weather Balls on the Mawile. Yeah. Okay, what's in the back? All right, I'll stop being sarcastic. All right. We do have a Frostlass. Now, you're going to question a few things here, and I'm going to explain. It's because they probably have Crunch. Yes, people like to run Crunch on their Frostlass. So they go Avalanche. It doesn't KO, obviously, because it's resisted, and we're able to Fire Fang them down. Next game, bad lead up against Altaria. So we're going to go ahead and swap into Feraligatr. It's not much better. And they bring in a Trevenant. I'm throwing Hydro Cannon anyways. It's still going to do a lot, and they don't know. Great. Perfect. So we are going to shield. We want to line up the Mawile, of course, with the Altaria. Simple as that. Or if they want to double shield their shiny Trevenant here, that works too. Okay, sounds good. I'm not using my last shield. Absolutely not. Giratina still can hit Altaria pretty hard. It's not like it resists Ghost, so we do have that to consider. I don't know if I want to show them my final Pokemon yet, so we'll go ahead and bring in Giratina. Of course, they're going to be bringing in their Altaria. Hopefully, there's another grass in the back, and there is. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Another grass in the back. Mawile is going to be able to eat this stuff up. Let's get it. So we'll let this go. Frenzy Plant's going to do a whole hell of a lot of damage, even though it's resisted here. And we're able to Fire Fang them down. And we still have our last shield. Now, Dragon is massively resisted by Mawile, even as a Shadow, because of the Fairy and Steel type. Doubled up on that resistance, so the Dragon Breath is pretty much healing us at this point, and we go ahead and take them out with not very effective Fire Fang. Next game, we have another Azumarill matchup here. And you know, these are not like when I see a certain lead, a lot of times I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. Not this one. Yeah, sure, we do have to kind of shield, and the Azumarill is in a pretty comfortable position, but I still don't mind it. I still don't mind it, because the backline doesn't really want to see it too much. Giratina is still really hitting it pretty hard, as well as resisting the bubble. And we're getting both shields. So I tried to catch an Ice Beam here, and I did not catch it, so let's see what happens. All right, play rough, of course. And they're bringing in a Vigoroth. Okay, so we'll get to another Hydro Cannon here, right? Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. Let's go for Alligator Shadow Claw, baby. 1 HP. Bringing that Azumarill back to take us out. Sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and bring in that Giratina, and they're going to get to a charge move, but I am going to use my last shield 100% since they are shieldless too. And I do believe I get off this Ominous Wind, which is not enough, unfortunately, here. And I immediately swap, and they do have a Charge-a-Bug in the back. As soon as I see that Fire Fang Mawile, they want nothing to do with it, and they back out while we take that win. Let's keep it going here. What are we going to see for our next game? Okay, another Dragon lead. All right, this is the way you want it, you damn game. Fine. Freaking algorithm. All right, so we bring in the Feraligatr. Again, not a great counter, but I don't want to bring in my Mawile for them to just bring in some sort of Whiscash crap or water type counter that's going to destroy me because of my moves. So, Feraligatr works. Anyways, we have a Lickitung out here, and we bring them down pretty low. No shields have been used on either end here. And what I'm going to do is bring in the Giratina, farm them down. They can hit me with whatever. It's not very effective. And we're going to come out with energy for this here. So, Dragonite's going to get hit by a Shadow Ball, or at least we're going to threaten them with an Ominous Wind, so nobody's going to really know. Well, nobody's going to know. They're not going to know. So, we swap into the Mawile at this point, and they do have an Empoleon with Steel Wing in the back. Okay. This is you know, sometimes when the meta shifts, well, at least as far as the moves do shift, as things get better, and certain Pokemon that were here for a while have a new move that I didn't want to go up against before because of their specific type of move that they did have, but then the new move updates change it, so people want to use another move, like an Empoleon here. My Mawile can eat that son of a gun alive now. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, keep on switching your moves to these new moves. Yeah, keep doing it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!